students. I welcome you all to our 12th standard General Maths video class. I hope you are all good and safe. Last class we have learned some problems from the exercise 3.2. In this class we are going to do some problems from the exercise 3.3 based on with the help of beta's formula. Look at the 7th problem. Solve the equation x power 4 minus 14x square plus 45. Solve the equation x power 4 minus 14x square plus 45 equal to 0. Here we are going to solve this. Okay, here look at the equation. Here we are having x square as the common factor in the first two terms now. So I am going to take let x square as y. Then the equation 1 becomes y square minus 14y plus 45 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, so we can solve this by splitting the middle term concept. So here our multiplicative factor is 45, additive factor is minus 14. So minus 9 minus 5. So our y will be 9 and 5. Now I am going to substitute y as 9 and 5 in the assumption. So x square equal to y, instead of y 9. X square equal to y, instead of y 5. X equal to plus or minus root 9. X equal to plus or minus 3. Here x equal to plus or minus root 5. So x equal to plus root 5 minus root 5. So our roots are plus 3 minus 3 plus root 5 minus root 5. That's it. Then problem number 6. Solve the cubic equation. Next we are going to do the 6th sum. Look at the 6th one. Solve the cubic equation. 2x cube minus 9x square plus 10x equal to 3. First I am going to bring this 3 in the left side. So 2x cube minus 9x square plus 10x minus 3 equal to 0. I think you are all familiar with this type of cubic equation, solving the cubic equation. You are already learned this type of sums in your early stage, I think in 10th standard. So first we are going to find sum of the coefficients. Sum of the coefficients equal to 2 minus 9 plus 10 minus 3. So the next step would be 12 minus 12, so equal to 0. If sum of the coefficients equal to 0, then we can conclude x minus 1 is a factor. Now we are going to find the other roots. In order to find other root, we use synthetic division. So now I am going to use synthetic division. This is also very easy. 2 minus 9, 10 minus 3. Here our factor is x minus 1. So our root will be plus 1. So with the help of the root, we are going to continue the synthetic division. So I am going to put 0. You should add these two. 2 plus 0, 2. You should multiply these two. 1 into 2, 2. Minus 7. Minus 7 plus 3. 3. We will get 0. Now, once again I am going to the synthetic division. Now I am going to put 3 over here. You can find these values, these and all, by a trial and error method. So now I am going to put 0, 2, 6, minus 1, minus 3. We got 0. So therefore the factors are, here we are having x minus 1, then here we are having 3 now. So x minus 3, then from this we can write 2x minus 1. If you equate this with 0, you will get the value of x 1, 3, 1 by 2. We got our required 3 values. Then look at the second one. Second one, 8x cube minus 2x square minus 7x plus 3 equal to 0. Now, here we can't get the sum of the coefficients as 0. So, I am going to do this by some other method. First, I am going to find sum of the coefficient of odd term equal to, here we can take these two terms as odd terms. So, I am going to take the coefficients. Then, sum of the coefficient of even terms equal to, here we can take the remaining term as even term. So, minus 2 plus 3 is also 1. Here we got the sum of the coefficient of odd terms is equal to sum of the coefficient of even terms. So, we can conclude that x plus 1 is a factor. Now, we can do the synthetic division. So, here our factor is x plus 1 no. So, I am going to put minus 1 over here. So, I am going to write all the coefficients. 8 minus 2 minus 7, 3. I am going to put 0. I am going to add these two. 8 minus 10, 10 minus 3, 3. Here we will have plus 3. So, minus 1 into 3 minus 3. We got our remainder as 0. Now, I am going to write the other factor. Other factor equal to 8x square minus 10x plus 3. Here, we can't factorize this quadratic polynomial by a splitting middle term concept. So, I am going to find the factors by using the quadratic formula method. There is one formula, no, quadratic formula. Minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. By using that, we can find the other roots also. Before that, we can write the a, b, c by comparing this equation, this polynomial with the quadratic formula, quadratic general polynomial. A will be 8 minus 10, 3. Now, I am going to use the formula. X equal to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So, this is minus b. Here we are having already one minus. So, it will become plus or minus b square 100 minus 4 into a. What's our a? 8 into 3 divided by 2 into 8. So, this is equal to 10 plus or minus root 100 minus 96 divided by. Now, this is x equal to 10 plus or minus root 4 divided by 16. So, x equal to 10 plus or minus 2 divided by 16. So, our x will be x equal to 10. First, we can take plus 2 divided by 16. Then, x equal to 10. Then, we can take minus 2 divided by 16. So, x equal to 12 by 16. Here, x equal to 8 by 16. Here, we can cancel 1 by 2. Here, 3, 4. So, x equal to, already we got our x is minus 1 now. So, minus 1, comma, 3 by 4, comma, 1 by 2 are the required roots. Now, look at the first one. Solve the cubic equation 2x cube minus x square minus 18x plus 19 equals 0 if sum of two of its roots vanishes. Here, we are going to solve this cubic equation. For that, there is one information. What is that? Sum of two of its roots vanishes. It means that sum of two of its roots is 0. So, as we know, for this cubic equation, there will be 3 roots. Now, I am going to take the roots or let alpha, minus alpha and beta be roots. If you add these two, you will get 0. That's our given information. Now, I'm going to write the given equation 2x cube minus x square minus 18x plus 9 equal to 0. Now I'm going to divide by 2. Now I'm going to divide by a coefficient of x cube. So what will happen? X cube minus x square divided by 2 minus 9 plus 9 by 2 equal to 0. Now I'm going to apply Vita's formula for a cubic equation. Here, this coefficient of x square is the value of sum of roots taken one at a time. So, what will happen? This is equal to, here we are having sum of roots taken one at a time equal to 1 by 2. This plus alpha minus alpha will get cancelled. So, for beta is 1 by 2. We got our one root value. Then I am going to take the second one. This value is equal to sum of product of roots taken 2 at a time. So what will happen? Here we are having 3 roots now. So equal to minus 9. If you want, you can use this, otherwise you can omit it. Then the last one, this value is equal to sum of product of roots taken 3 at a time. But here we are having only 3 factors now, so there will be only 1 terms. So product of 3 terms equal to minus 9 by 2. So now I am going to substitute beta as 1 by 2. Before that we will cancel the symbol minus. So alpha into alpha, alpha square into beta. Beta instead of beta I am going to put 1 by 2 equal to 9 by 2. These two will get cancelled. So alpha square equal to 9. Alpha equal to plus or minus 9. Alpha equal to plus or minus 3. Alpha equal to plus or minus root 9. That is alpha equal to plus or minus 3. So our alpha 3 minus 3. So our roots are 3 minus 3 and then beta 1 by 2. We got our 3 values. Now look at the second one. This is very important one. Look at the second one. Solve the equation 9x cube minus 36x square plus 44x minus 16 equals 0 if the roots form an arithmetic progression. See here, first we are going to write the given equation 9x cube minus 36x square plus 44x minus 16 equal to 0. Now, what's the given information? If the roots form an arithmetic progression. So, here we are having a cubic equation. For a cubic equation there will be 3 roots. Now I am going to take the roots are a minus d, a plus d. These 3 roots will form a arithmetic progression. Now I am going to write the given equation 9x cube minus 36x square plus 44x minus 16 equal to 0. Now I am going to divide this equation by the coefficient of x cube, that is by 9. These two will get cancelled. So what's the remaining? X cube minus 4x square plus 44 by 9x minus 16 by 9 equal to 0. Here also I am going to apply the Vita's formula for a cubic equation. This value is equal to sum of the roots taken one at a time. So here our roots are a minus d, a plus d. So a minus d plus a plus d. That is sum of the roots taken one at a time equal to 4. These terms will get cancelled. Then here we are having 3a. 3a equal to 4. A equal to 4 by 3. Here we got our A. A equal to 4 by 3. Then this 4 by 9 is equal to, this 4 by 9 is the value of sum of product of roots taken 2 at a time. So what will happen? A minus D into A plus A into A plus D into plus A plus D into A minus D equal to 44 by 9. If you want, you can use this, otherwise you will omit it. Then this value is equal to, product of 3 roots. So A minus D into A plus D equal to 16 by 9. Here I am going to substitute A as 4 by 3. So what will happen? Before that, look at these two terms. This is in the form of A plus B into A minus B. So it will become A square minus D square into A. Instead of A, I am going to put 4 by 3 equal to 16 by 9. Then what will happen? Here also I am going to put the same thing, A square. Instead of A, I am going to put 4 by 3. So A square is 16 by 9 minus D square equal to 16 by 9 into 3 by 4. So 1 times 3 times, 1 times 4 times. So 16 by 9 minus D square equal to 4 by 3. What would the next say? (16 by 9 minus D square equal to 4 by 3. Now I am going to bring this 4 by 3 into the left side. So 4 by 9 minus 16 by 9 minus 4 by 3 equal to D square. Here we can take 9 as a LCM. So 16 minus, here you should multiply by 3. So 12 equal to D square. Now 4 by 9 equal to D square. So our D equal to plus or minus root 4 by 9. So our D equal to plus or minus 2 by 3. So our D equal to plus or minus 2 by 3. Now we are going to write the 3 roots, required roots. So when A equal to 4 by 3, D equal to plus, first we can take plus 2 by 3. Then the roots are, now I am going to substitute A and D in the roots. A minus D. 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Comma A. What's our A? 4 by 3. Comma A plus D. 4 by 3 plus 2 by 3. Now this is, here the denominators are same. So 2 by 3 comma 4 by 3 comma, if you add these numerator, you will get 6. 6 by 3. 6 by 3. 1 times 2 times. So our roots are 2 by 3 comma 4 by 3 comma 2. Now when A equal to 4 by 3, D equal to, here we can take minus 2 by 3. So what will happen? The roots are A minus D. 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. Comma A, what's our A? 4 by 3, comma A plus D, what's our A plus D? 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3. So this is minus and minus plus, so 6 by 3 comma 4 by 3 comma 2 by 3. So if you cancel this, you will get 2 comma 4 by 3 comma 2 by 3. These values are the required values. Then look at the third one. Solve the equation. Here also we are going to do the same thing. Solve the equation 3x cube minus 26x square plus 52x minus 24 equals 0 if its roots form a geometric progression. Here we are going to do the same thing, but here the roots form a geometric progression. So I'm going to take the roots as a by r comma a comma ar. First we are going to write the given equation. First we can take the roots. Here the roots are forming a geometric progression, so I'm going to take the roots as a by r comma a comma ar. What's the given? 3x cube minus 26x square plus 52x minus 24 equal to 0. Now I'm going to divide this equation by the coefficient of x cube. So divided by 3 divided by 3 divided by 3 divided by 3. So x cube minus 26 divided by 3 x square plus 1 times so we can cancel it now. So 52 by 3x. Here we can cancel. So minus 1 times 8 equal to 0. Now we are going to apply the Vieta's formula. So this value is equal to what? Sum of the roots taken one at a time. So what will happen? A by r plus ar. That is sum of roots taken one at a time equal to 26 by 3. Here we can keep this equation as 1. Then this value is equal to product of 3 roots. So what will happen? A by r into ar equal to 8. R will get cancelled. A cube equal to 8. A equal to 2. We got our a value. Now we can substitute a equal to 2 in the equation number 1. So or we can take a as a common, so a into 1 by r plus 1 plus r equal to 26 by 3. Here we can substitute a as 2. 2 into, here we can take the LCM as r, 1 plus r square equal to 26 by 3. 1 times 13 times. So 1 plus r square over r equal to 13 by 3. Now we can go for the cross multiply. So what will happen? 3r square plus 3r plus 3 equal to 13r. Now 3r square minus 10r plus 3 equal to 0. Now we can factorize this by splitting the middle term concept. So product 3 into 3 9. So our multiplicative factor 9 minus 10. So our required numbers will be minus 9 minus 12. So now I'm going to r square, instead of minus 10r, I am going to write minus 9r minus 1r plus r equal to 0. Now from these two terms I am going to take 3r as common. So 3r into r minus 3. From this I am going to take minus 1 as common. So minus 1 into r minus 3 equal to 0. Then 3r minus 1 into r minus 3 equal to 0. So 3r minus 1 equal to 0. R equal to 1 by 3. Here our r is 3. Now we are going to find our values. Required values, our required roots. So when a equal to 2, r equal to 3, the 3 roots are. Now I am going to substitute a and r in this 3 roots. So a by r 2 by 3 comma 2 comma 6. When a equal to 2, there is one more r, no, 1 by 3. So our roots will be 2 by 1 by 3 comma 2 into 1 by 3. So this 3 will move to the numerator. So 6 comma 2 by 3. These roots are our required answer.